Hey everyone, this is Big Mike, and this is my review of The Boys. So, The Boys is about a ragtag group of guys who just want to take down the evil superheroes of their universe. The show is actually really good. Now, let me give you a little bit of background about the show. So, the show is based off of comics by Wildstorm. Okay, so it was written by Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson. The first 6 issues were produced by Wildstorm, which is a subsidiary company, or was, of DC Comics. Now, after the first 6 issues, they canceled it because DC really didn't like the anti-superhero nature of the comic. So then it was picked up by Dynamite Entertainment. So after that, they had like a 72 issue run, okay, of this comic. So in their universe, the superheroes are basically like corrupt cops. And it's kind of a mirror of the DC comic superheroes, basically, but if they were bad. So I kind of believe like this probably could happen in the real world. Like in our world, if there were superheroes, they would probably be like this. It would probably be kind of like how The Boys plays out. Their superhero team, like the Justice League, would be like the Seven. So in the Seven, you have Homelander, who is kind of like their Superman. You have Maeve, who is their Wonder Woman character. You have the Deep, who is their Aquaman character. Black Noir, who is their Batman character. You had Lamplighter, who was later replaced by Starlight. And Lamplighter was kind of like their Green Lantern character. And A-Train, who was kind of like the Flash. They also had Translucent. He's an Invisible Man type character. So you have these guys who basically kind of do their own thing. I mean, they're corrupt. They save people, yeah, but they get into so much more trouble. They're all about money and just making sure their brand stays up there so they can make the most money they possibly can. But they're basically like corrupt cops or corrupt heroes. So to keep those corrupt heroes in check, you have the Boys. So the Boys are comprised of Billy the Butcher, Frenchie, Mother's Milk, and then you have Huey, who comes in later to join them after a tragedy befalls him. And also you have the female, who is kind of like, she has like a healing factor. She's kind of like a Wolverine type character. So in the show, this review will have some minor spoilers. So in the show, Huey's girlfriend is tragically killed by A-Train as he was running carelessly through the streets at top speeds, and he just runs through her. Okay, so Huey is just so distraught over this, and Billy the Butcher sees this as an opportunity to seize and say, hey, let's bring this guy into the fold. He has some tech savvy skills that can help us out. And I really enjoyed this series. I thought it was really good, really well planned out. The actors were great in the series, all the actors. Like Homelander, the way he was portrayed, I mean, you think of evil Superman and you got Homelander. It was just a little bit under what like Injustice would be, because we kind of got that in the Injustice universe. But Superman himself kind of like took over the whole world, in Injustice. Homelander is still kind of like trying to keep that low profile where he's like, to the public, he's this good guy, but he's really probably the worst superhero there is. So he's trying to keep that low profile. So that's how it differs from Injustice. But I mean, it's played out very well. I mean, the way he's really scary when he wants you to see how scary he can be, but then as soon as he's in public, he brings on that charming personality. It's kind of like he's a sociopath, it gets really scary. But the series was really good. It's really violent. It gets really bloody at times. It's also really funny. I really enjoyed the plot twist at the end as well. I'm not going to give that away. But the series was really good, really enjoyable. I highly recommend it. I mean, if you really love superheroes and you want to see a different take on how the world could be, you will really enjoy this series. Like I said, it's basically, and I could really see this happening in the real world. Like, this is probably what our superheroes would be. It would not. It really is like, this is how it would be. Because even they were trying to even get into the military and do like ops and stuff like that within the military. That was one of the subplots, of the series, and I could see that happening. And like, and it was mostly the American heroes, like, hey, we can stop all crime and terrorists and all that kind of stuff, and before this stuff even starts. And I could really see, like, those political battles, in the background and everything playing out the way it did in the series. So I highly recommend this. This is a really good show. Check it out. And so please leave your comments below, like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications for all my latest content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.